Hello Year 10, welcome to your music lesson, your first remote music lesson of this year. Okay, so for this lesson you will need your Bach Badinerie score, the rhythm worksheet that I've sent you, a pencil and yourself because you're going to have to tap and clap some rhythms. So before you go any further, just pause this video and go and get those now. So hopefully you've got all that stuff with you. And in front of you. Then I will have sent you this rhythm sheet. And what we're going to do over the course of the next couple of lessons is we're going to explore some of the rhythms used in Bach's Badinerie, some of the rhythms he used, and you're going to also work on some of your own. Because over the course of the next few lessons, what I'd like us to do is to really look into the rhythms he used in this piece, the melodies, the harmonies, the texture and the structure. So we're just going to start with rhythm for today. So if you have your Bach Badinerie score in front of you, this sheet that I've asked you to print out, if you don't have a printer, which I know lots of people don't, so don't worry about it. Mine is also on the blink, so I can't use my printer either. But what you can do is you can, on just a plain piece of A4 paper, you can draw out these little staves to use for your own manuscript paper. So I know it's not ideal. It is obviously great if you can print this out, but if you can't, that's another option. So you just draw these boxes with your staves in them. Slightly more complicated and time consuming, but it will mean that you can access this task. So in the Badinerie piece, it's a really short piece, as you know, but there's lots and lots of sort of ideas rhythmically that Bach explores. So first thing I'd like you to do is just have a look through your score and notice, I'll just read this bit out for you, there are over 15 rhythmic patterns in this piece which last for one bar. Tick the boxes and note the bar number when you have found the following 5 patterns. So first of all, you have to look for this rhythmic pattern. Now remember, it will have different note pitches. It won't all just be on this G, or if you're in the bass clef. So you have to look out for the rhythmic pattern rather than 5 notes in a row, if you know what I mean. So once you've found this rhythmic pattern, a crotchet and 4 semiquavers, write the bar number here. Then look for this rhythmic pattern, write the bar number, this one, write the bar number, this one, write the bar number, this one, write the bar number. Now there are another 10 patterns, and what I'd like you to do is, in these boxes, fill in the other 10 rhythmic patterns that you can see. Again, just select one note. You might as well do it on your second line on the G, so that it's just sort of easier, but I want you to find just the rhythmic patterns. So have a look through your piece and complete that section. Then this is all handing over to you really. So can you think of any other 1-bar rhythm patterns? Now remember, they have to be in 2/4 because the piece is in 2/4. So your bars have to add up to 2 crotchet beats per bar. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes here. Can you write out 6 more rhythms that last for 1 bar in 2/4, obviously, that are your own ideas? If you get that far, because that's quite time consuming, move on to the next bit. Now, some of these rhythmic patterns here are really simple. You've got your 4 quavers, crotchet, 4 semiquavers. So they're quite simple. There are others that are a bit more complicated and last for more than 1 bar. So this is one of those rhythms. So find this rhythm pattern. I'll tell you where it is. It's heard in bar 6 to 7, bar 6 and 7 in the violin 1 part as it plays alongside the flute solo. It's a bit of a tricky rhythm. So what I want you to do is on YouTube, listen to this rhythm and see how it follows this sort of melodic idea. And I want you to just repeat this pattern, tap it out a few times so you really get this rhythm in your head and you're really familiar with it. Because that's quite a tricky rhythm, but if you listen to it enough times in this bar, in these bars, in this instrument, see if you can really get that rhythm in your head. And then I want you to create your own 2-bar rhythmic pattern, slightly more complicated. So then I want you to copy this. Once you've got your own 2-bar rhythmic pattern, copy it out 3 times. So here, 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 here. Another 3 times, so 4 times altogether. So you'll be clapping it for 8 bars. Okay, then finally what I want you to do is in this next section, I want you to copy it out again, but this time in the 3rd time I want you to put a different rhythmic pattern in there. So again, it lasts for 2 bars. Each bar must last for 2 crotchet beats, or the equivalent of 2 crotchet beats. So it's a contrasting idea. So you'll have the original 2-bar idea, then that repeated, then a new pattern, and then the original idea again. And I think really that should be enough to be going on with for lesson 1. If you do go any further, just keep going. And if you don't get that far, don't worry. We'll have a catch up again at the end of period 5, so I can see how we got on with that. So good luck.